That and it's simple as it sounds, everybody, encouragement.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I have to say this that I'm being mindful of, I've always been mindful of, but even more so to encourage people when I have an opportunity to encourage them, to give them the flowers when it's an opportunity to give them their flowers. Because even as I'm going into the season of life, I recognize that it's it it's valuable to me. It's more valuable to me right now. And I'll give you an example of that. Like there's an app called the Nextdoor app, right? So and
Mhm.
it's like a hyper local Facebook. And so it's just Meadowvale people, Central Air Mills people. And I was talking about some topic, and some guy was arguing with me on it in a healthy way. It wasn't like threatening, it wasn't attacking my character, but like just challenged me on some things and went back and forth. And that was the end of that. And then maybe like 2 weeks later, I was just going, I don't like looking at my phone just before going to bed. Just set an alarm, that's it. But for some reason, I went on this Nextdoor app and maybe I had a rough day, or maybe one of those days where I feel like overwhelmed with everything I'm trying to achieve. And it wasn't like I'm going to give up, but it was still heavy, right? And you're thinking, I could be doing more. You end your day and you realize that there's 10 things you didn't tick off your to-do list or whatever it is. And there was a message from this gentleman that said, um, hey, Martin, just send you a note to say, keep doing what you're doing, something along those lines, like, all best of luck. And it was powerful because it was someone that I just finished having a conflict with, which I knew it wasn't like a bad conflict, but when you butt heads with someone, you really don't know where you stand. And it's not like we're
Sure.
friends and say, like, we're good. So to get this encouragement from a perfect stranger who felt safe enough to challenge me was enough to keep me going.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
enough of a push for me that, as much as I get that cheering on from my wife, from people like you or people that know me, those are powerful affirmations. But getting affirmation from a stranger is powerful in a different way. So I want to keep gifting that out to people because it
This
keeps
is
us all
why
going.
this is why you're going to be such a great politician. And this is why, Mississauga is so lucky to have you, and everybody knows, like, I'm a big fan of Martin Reed and all, but, the fact that, you do all of the things that you do, and you do a lot of things.
Mhm.
You do all of the things that you do, and you still maintain that level of humility where you do open yourself up to discussions that are sometimes very complex. You never lose your cool because you're always open to hearing the other side.
Mhm.
And when somebody makes you think, you do this. Hmm. Okay. And you process it and you give it the value
Yes.
that it has in coming from somebody else. That is what I think is so lost in so much discourse today. We don't take the time. I mean, you're talking about giving flowers. I'm talking about a